The City is a song about your city, my city, her city, his city. Very relevant, very relatable when it comes to the ups and downs of coming up in a particular city. Again, a city with no name, but there's common denominators in those cities. The goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, the trauma, the drama, but the excitement, the things that give you your swag, give you your heart. That's really ultimately what the song is about. So, when we created this song with intent, the intent was to, prep it for sync, as well as to, again, connect with multiple audiences, whether, that's a TV or movie scene with somebody riding down the street in a nice car with the, top down, maybe they made it and they're rolling through the old neighborhood, or somebody on the court or the football field, showing their skills in that aspect, but they came out of a particular city. That's where they got their strength and their skills from, right? That's really the intent. When my guy Cool Ruck from Atlanta sent the track, I had the track probably in a batch for a few months and just really marinated on it and kind of listened to it over and over and connected with it, because the track came in a batch of tracks from him. We've been knowing each other for decades now, and I just knew there was something there. I didn't know what. Then I went to David May out of Orange County, California, who I connected with through Stephen Contreras of Oh That's Filthy. He's a distribution client of ours, and we distributed other songs by David May, and I became a fan. So I really heard his vocal tone, his flow. I know he has bars, and I know that giving him direction, he could execute it, and he did. So we went that direction as far as who was going to be featured. And initially, the goal was to have 3 MCs doing 16, but then David went so hard, I was just like, hey, can we get another verse? And so ultimately that's what happened. He is the only rap artist on the song. And then I sent the hook I wrote to my guy in Minneapolis, Jay Isaac, who is just a vocal croner, songwriter, producer. And I knew when I told him what I wanted, as I referenced John Legend's vocals, he could deliver that, and he just brightened what I wrote for the hook and just brought it to life. So you hear that passion, you hear that grit, really going through your city, like what it takes to go through most cities, especially in the U.S. It's like at some point you feel that passion that you hear in this hook, because that's the intent. That's what it's about. That's the feeling. Like, you can deliver genres, you can deliver categories to people when you're talking about music, but ultimately it's about emotions, and that's what the sync roll is about. It's like, don't send me genres, send me emotions. So our intent was to give you the emotions of, be it in the city, and that city being any city, your city, my city, her city, his city. And then sonically, I had to make sure I went to Make Believe Studios in Omaha, Nebraska, to my boy Rick Carson, to make sure that it just, the soundscape matched the passion of the creativity, right? Those finishing touches, that post-production, the mixing, the mastering, so that we could really see it from A to Z and be intentional with every step. Like, you would love to do that for every record that you do, no matter what type of creator you are. It doesn't always happen that way, but in this case, from the day one to the end, to this point that we're having this discussion, it was intent every step of the way. So that's, to me, what makes it a beautiful process. The song is just dynamic, and it really does what we expected it to do.